What I'm about to share with you is quite literally a $200 million advertising concept I now use for every single client that I have here at Bonfire. And I'm going to show you how a company called Loop Earplugs went from $0 to $200 million just nailing this idea. I graduated from the University of Arizona's Forbes School of Business, and not one time in those 4 years was this concept ever brought up. So consider this a piece of higher level education for you. And this whole concept here could quite literally be the entire reason that the great ads you're running are not producing the results that you need. Let's dive in. When it comes to reaching ice cold audiences on the internet, there's different levels of awareness that these people have. And in 1966, a guy named Eugene Schwartz put together this idea of the 5 stages of awareness. And it goes something like this. Every consumer is aware of your product at a different level. Stage 1 is completely unaware. These are people that do not know that they have a problem. And the best way to crack this first level is to reach people with things like stories, secrets, and infotainment. So if you have a brand new product out there, you don't want to come out and advertise the product being like, buy my product because it's going to fix this. We first need to get them into the idea that they have a problem at all. So this is the top level of the funnel. So let's take a look at how Loop Earplugs actually tackled this first level of the funnel. So one of the first things they did is they took angles and concepts that actually had nothing to do with the product and then tied the product back into it. A lot of Loop's strategy was UGC and image, and one of the things that they targeted at this first level was health conscious mothers with the angle of improved sleep. They hooked these people with the hook, did you know, or how to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Nothing to do with their product, instead simply an idea. They also targeted party goers looking for stylish accessories, people working or owning a restaurant, so they took a B2B route, and the angle was stop feeling overstimulated at work and prevent your team from feeling overstimulated at work. They went after travelers with the angle of top travel accessories, and gym goers, protect your ears at the gym. Test these audiences, see who's the most responsive, and then move them to the next layer. Which brings us to step 2, the problem aware people who understand the problem but not the solution. And the best way to get into these people, target the pain points and show them the benefits of actually solving the problem. So for those original moms that had sleep issues, they now have a video that angles noisy neighbors. So we start to get more granular into the problem of, hey, is the reason you can't sleep because people are noisy and things are loud? For 9-to-5ers, they doubled down on work distractions. For those who struggle with productivity issues, this has improved productivity. Then this next layer down is the solution aware people, the people that understand the solution but don't yet know that you are the provider of it. So people know they need to block out noise. They understand that the reason they can't sleep is because things are loud. And now we actually start to tell them that Loop earplugs are the solution to that problem. And to do that, they used images like these ones to retarget those people higher in the funnel. And they went after some bold headlines like earplugs do not work, and then showed their earplugs, or swap from this to this, now leading with their earplug. And again, this is the part in their funnel that got very image heavy. They still used UGC, but the UGC in the beginning was really to get people to feel like they weren't watching ads. They were just watching another video on the internet that related to them. We then moved those guys to the product aware level of the funnel, the people who know that you sell the solution, but are not sure that it's the best one for them. And this is where we show them real proof that the product actually works. So they took Loop earplugs versus regular earplugs and pinned them up against each other and did a comparison. This is where they started to do social proof reviews of people saying, I just tried Loop earplugs and they're the best earplugs in the world. And this is also where things like customer review images come in. And by the way, getting to that level of the funnel is not always the easiest thing in the world. Getting your product to feel like a household name is tough. And last but not least, we have the final layer of this awareness funnel, which is the most aware. The people who know that the solution is right for them, they just need to know the cost. And this is where ideas like offers and price promos come in. Explaining this is generally the aha moment for most of our clients when we explain this, because they go, oh, I thought just putting my product out there and naming the price and saying, but it's a cheap product, was going to get people to buy, and that's where things failed. We aren't getting to pricing and promos until way later in the process. So hopefully it clicks and does the same thing to you. And this is where Loop used videos and images along the lines of bundle and save, or the ultimate Loop bundle. Here's what you get when you buy. And that is how you make $200 million on the internet. Any other questions? It seems like a very simple idea, but truth be told, not many of our clients or other marketers or advertisers I've talked to and shared this idea with are thinking like this at all. But if you look back through history at some of the most prolific philosophers and scholars, a lot of what they're saying isn't the most profound thing in the world, but it's simply delivered in a way that's digestible and makes sense. And hopefully that was what I was able to do for you here today. I can't give you every answer in the world as to why your individual ads are not working, unless of course you work with my team and let us make you ads and run your ads. But in case that's not the case and you're just here trying to grow a business, or you're trying to understand where you're going wrong or how to go right, I hope Eugene Schwartz and his 5 stages of awareness were enough to help you learn something. If you do want my team to make you ads and employ something like this into your business, click the link in the description. Let's work together. And for all the rest of you, good luck out there. Take your newfound knowledge and go make $200 million. I'm sure it won't be that hard. Best of luck out there.